Welcome to Eric C's Sanctuary. Alright, beautiful Saturday evening, or going into evening. I'm trying to get these guys to let me put a jacuzzi or hot tub on that square pad. The power is right there from the old swimming pool. So I've been working on the backyard, getting things kind of looking pretty decent, and I got some LED spotlights to highlight everything that's by the fence in the backyard, even this big tree. Got to work a little bit more on the other side of the shed. And probably prune some more bushes, trim up some more trees, plant some more flowers. But the yard's looking pretty good. And you can see I used a striper. And grass is still kind of, perking up a little bit. It's going to take a while to get it trained. But yeah, looking pretty good. On Mother's Day, me and the wife went out and picked up a fountain for my mother for Mother's Day. The best $300 I spent just to look on her face was enough. And then me and my father went out and picked up a bunch of hanging baskets, some more flowers for my mother, and yeah. I think I'm going to sit down for a bit. Alright, so just a little bit of what I've been doing in the yard before the world goes totally to shit. Right now, I'm gathering some stuff for Weedy Guitar Studios Jackson Broken Headstock neck. And one thing I got, some Type-On 2 glue. I've got some oak dowel rod, which I'm going to have to put in the lathe, cut it to a little bit longer than what I need, put it in the lathe and narrow it down a little bit. And so I can get it to fit between here. I don't want to disrupt the binding that's around here. And I have to thank everybody that has given me a little bit of information. Zip, thank you very much for putting up a video for me on showing me a headstock of this shape that has been worked on, and everybody else for kind of giving me a little cheering on and putting me in the right direction as far as, how to do this. It's great that you guys are willing to kind of help me out a little bit. So I'm pretty confident that I can do this myself. I don't have any doubts at all. And I'm still waiting on some CA glue, some activators, some glue tips so I can get into some tight areas. Now I got two different types of CA glue coming. One is a thin and one is a medium. The thin is more of like a water. The medium is a little bit thicker than the water. And I've been looking up online as far as using that on wood. Some people say to use the thicker, well, not thick, but the medium, as far as getting it to seep into cracks and stuff on wood. And I guess it seems to hold a little bit better. I'm not too sure about that, but it's what I've been reading. So I'm pretty confident I can do this, and it's not going to be that big of a deal. So the plan is to basically, once I get these two pieces to fit into each other without having a overlap over here, what I'm going to end up doing is probably going somewhat on an angle like this maybe, or somewhat like this, because I really don't want to go through to the other side. If I have to, then I'm going to have to, but possibly put a dowel rod in like this, another dowel rod in like this, and hopefully maybe one dowel rod going in this way towards the bottom. I can always recut out the truss rod access, so it's not that big of a deal. So I got oak for a dowel rod. I think they had ash or something like that, and oak, that was it. So when I drill out the holes for the dowel rod after this is all glued up and clamped and glued up, what I'm going to end up doing is saving the bits and pieces of the oak, or not oak, but the maple shavings. And what I'm going to end up doing is grinding that up into a finer powder, because you know it's going to be drilled, and it's not going to be like cut with a saw. It's going to be drilled, so there's going to be some good sized chunks. And what I'm going to end up doing is, once I get the dowel rod measured to what I need it to be, I'm going to cut a little bit shorter. And what I'm going to end up doing is, so there'll be like a little dimple or indentation where the dowel rod is. And what I'm going to end up doing is taking some of the wood glue with the maple wood shavings. I'm going to make a cap for all these. So hopefully that works out great. Then after it is basically set and done and the glue is set up, I can unclamp everything. And what I'm going to end up doing is sanding down the top, sanding down the back, sanding down over here on the sides a little bit. And what I want to end up doing is respraying it flat black, scrape the binding. I got another Jackson logo coming, and hit it with clear afterwards. Then after that, I'm going to take and just put some clear on the back of this, but I'm going to end up taking some sandpaper and I'm going to sand it down so it has this matte finish that it has on here now. So hopefully that works out pretty damn good, and it kind of looks like nothing ever happened, I hope. So yeah, this is going to be pretty decent. So I got something else coming up, so stay tuned. All right, so this is the special part of the video. I wanted to do a giveaway and have a little contest going on, and I couldn't find anything that I wanted to do a giveaway with. And I'm sure that Weedy Guitar Studio would be missing his Jackson neck after I fixed it if I decided to give that away. So I decided to do a little eBay hunting, and I came up with something that I'm going to unbox right now. Alright, so there's no logo on this side. Been looking for something to do a contest giveaway with, but I wanted it to be something new, not something that was secondhand used or what do they call them, a B-stock. I wanted something that was going to be brand spanking new. So what I did is I found a really good deal on eBay and I snagged it. So what we're looking at is a Kramer, and this is the Beretta Special Chrome hardware and vintage white. So let me get it out of this. All right, so here she is. This is the Chrome. This is the Beretta. Piece of hair on it. And still has all the plastic on. I'm not going to take the plastic off. It still has the plastic on the pickup. One volume. One output jack. Still has the tag on the neck. And this is brand spanking new. Right here is all the paperwork, the whammy bar. The paperwork, the whammy bar, warranty information, and tools for working on this thing, plus the Kramer bumper sticker. So like I said, this is brand spanking new, and I am going to do a giveaway with this. Just looking at it right now, I can see that the setup on this thing is pretty nice. It's not bad. Yeah, frets are very nice on this thing. It's got a nice maple neck on it. So this would be my next giveaway. And right now, I'm not going to go into any details of a contest because of the way the world is going on right now. If I ship this thing out to you, I don't want to sit there and have a guessing game of if you're going to get this or not because somebody did something to the post office in your area or something like that, or robbed the FedEx truck, or the way things are going on. So this will be the upcoming contest giveaway, so stay tuned for it. All right, if you're with me. All right, brand new Kramer Beretta. Well, today some more stuff came today. So I'm going to do a little bit more unbagging this time. All right. So what I have here is the CA glue, Hyper Bond. This is the thin. And this one here is the, oh, I got spray tips on top. Okay, so I have the medium and I have the thin, and then these here are the activators for the glue. So as you can see, I mean, the thin is thin. I don't know if you can see it moving around in the bottle, and the thicker one is just a little bit thicker than the actual thin set. Now, from what I was told, that this will seep into all the cracks and crevices a little bit slowly, but the bonding is supposed to be better than the thinner. So we'll see if that works, if that happens or not. And yeah. So, Weedy, I'm getting you going over here, man. All I'm waiting for now is the Jackson logo and my glue tips. And I'm going to start working on this thing. I just want to make sure I have everything I need before I start, before I like get involved and so much into it where, damn, I forgot something. So that's how this is going to work. All right, that's it. End of video. Take care.